It's the Line Makers on Sporting News, presented by Jack Daniels. Final game of the regular season for the Bears, trying to get in the postseason, laying 3 on the road at Detroit. The total on the game is 44.5. Brian Blessing, Micah Roberts. Low-scoring game in Chicago when these two teams played. 13-7, the Bears won that game, and they were actually the one team. And that's when that defense, Micah, was playing great. They were the one team that really shut down Calvin Johnson. By the way, Lions more worried about getting records than winning football games.
They really are. They're looking at getting records for Johnson, and they might be this week as well. And I think that's a big question you got to ask yourself with the Lions. Do they want to send their fans home after 16 games on the season, the final game of the season, at least with a happy note going in? I mean, they've played like garbage their last 7 games. They've allowed 24 points or more their last 7 games. But on the other side, you've got Jay Cutler and the Bears. I mean, when it's come money time for the Bears, and not only with the Bears, but with the Broncos, when the season was on the line for Jay Cutler, more times than not, he fell. And I have a big question about them this week, and I may be inclined to look at the Lions here getting points at home as a possibility just because of Jay Cutler and his inability when it's crunch time.
Well, here's the thing. Their arch rivals, the Packers, are the team they're going to be rooting for. A Bears win, a Vikings loss. Chicago's got themselves a big opportunity. But here's the one thing I would say would give you pause for concern going with the Lions. They're a disaster when they play in the division. They're 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games against NFC North foes.
I know, and then the same thing with Matt Stafford. He's got 24 less touchdown passes than last year. Turnover margin of -12 compared to +10 last season. And of course, they've got 6 or 7 less wins than they had the entire last year. It has been a disaster. But can they circle the wagons like the Buffalo Bills and get things together? I don't know, but I do not like Cutler in this spot here, which leads me to taking the points with the Lions at home.
The Bears still with a shot, a realistic shot. Some teams need a lot of help. The Bears have a scenario that's in play. If they can win in Detroit, they may still make the playoffs.